page 175. Okay, the good news is this is the last lesson in grammar. Officially, the last one for the year. So you guys who've had my class before, which is basically everybody here, except for maybe Kristen, we do the Mad Libs at the end. You guys remember doing these where you plug in the words and then you plug it in a story? Yeah, and then the story comes out really funny and crazy. So that's all it is today. We don't even have anything that we're learning today, actually. So basically, it just says fill in the blanks below with different parts of speech in order to create a silly version of Robin Hood. After you've completed the list on this page, transfer your words to the blanks in the story on page 181, but try not to look ahead, okay? So just stay on this page and then you can transfer your words later. It's more funny that way. All right, so what you're going to do is write down different words with these categories. Oh man, I lost my pen. I'm always losing that darn pen. Anyway, you can get started while I search for my pen. So one adjective, remember that's a word to describe a noun. Could be like a size word, color, shape. Something like that. So I'm going to put like fluffy. A noun, a place. So you'll pick a place. I'm going to put Disneyland. You can copy mine or you can do your own. Action verb, skip. Adjective. I'm going to put 1,000. I don't know why. I'm just putting whatever the first thing is that pops in my head. Could be a color word or action verb, past tense. Drove. Ly adverb. Helplessly. Oh, here comes Dominic. Another adjective. Brown. Noun. So you're just going to go down the list like I am. Just think of, you can go ahead of me if you want. Laptop. Oh, time period. That's going to be like medieval times. Let me check that just to double check here. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not medieval times. A time period is like morning, afternoon, or evening, or late afternoon, or midnight, a time of the day. I'm going to put midnight. Another place, castle. So Dominic, if you're just now joining us, we are on page 175, and this is a Mad Lib style fun activity that we're doing. So basically you're going to put your own words here that are in that category on the left, but you can put your own. Everybody's story is going to be a little bit different here. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to keep going too. Oh, that was later. Put cow here. Lots of ly adverbs, huh? And adjectives. Hmm. All right. It's pretty random, so you can just think of whatever pops into your head. Go with that. That's what happened to me. And don't ask me how I was thinking about these things, but how my brain works. And if you're done with your list, you can plug them in. Okay, you can plug them in on page 181. You just have to flip back and forth here. Page 181 with this part here. So you'll plug in each of the words that you wrote down in your list. Okay. So just flip back and forth till you plug them all in. Are you there, Kristen? I saw you unmute. Can you hear me okay, Kristen? I think you might be having computer issues again. I don't know what's going on, but I can see your name and I see that you unmuted, but I can't hear you at all. All right, thumbs up if you guys are done with your list and if you plugged it in the story and everything, if you're all set to go. Okay, keep working on that. Hi, Alex. We are actually on the last lesson of the book. We're on page 175. And it's a Mad Libs. So basically what we're going to do, it's kind of a little activity where you just make up these words. These are the words I wrote, but you can make up your own. Go down the list and just write whatever comes to your mind first. And then we're going to plug it into a story. So that's what some students right now are plugging it into the story, and then they're going to read their version of the story.
Are you going to read your version of it?
Yes. Do you want me to?
Yes.
Okay. I can go first. If you're still copying down, that's okay. You can copy yours down. I'll read mine. Okay. Maid Marian by Mrs. C. Maid Marian, who was very fluffy, lived in a Disneyland under the protection of King Richard. He had left the country to skip in battle. Skipping, oh boy. While the king was away, John, his 1,000 brother, that didn't make sense, drove the land. Because John helplessly taxed the peasants, Maid Marian was brown. Don't even ask. I don't even know. She wanted Robin Hood's laptop. Well, okay, he must have had a MacBook or something. She wanted Robin Hood's laptop. One midnight, Maid Marian ventured into the castle, that worked out, looking for Robin Hood. She said to him, John's sheriff has become slowly rich by taxing the peasants. He has taken their pinky and skateboard. Woo, watch out, man. Your pinky and your skateboard. Tuesday, He will ride through the forest on a cow to protect a wagon load of stolen goods. Weirdly, make him return them to the poor. Robin Hood mumbled, "You are as ugly as you are round." Ow. Whoa, man, those are fighting words right there, man. I will follow your plan. In this way, May Marian helped Robin and his men return to the gigantic poor that what was obnoxiously taken from them. When King Richard later returned from the wars, he gobbled peace. Because Robin Hood was no longer an outlaw, he and Maid Marian angrily were married. Angrily. They need to go to some counseling. That's a good one. Okay, anyway, they served tater tots at the fuzzy wedding feast and all had a merry time. There you go. Tater tots, man, that's my kind of wedding right there. All right, so what I did, you probably realized it. I just took all my notes here and I kept my finger on it and then I just filled it in as I read it. But you probably had a chance to fill yours actually in. Does anybody want to share your story? Okay, Abby, go for it.
Maid Marian by Abby Mendoza. Maid Marian, who was very dark, lived in a Kit Kat factory under the protection of King Richard. He had left the country to fly into battle. While the king was away, John, his sweet brother, swept the land. Because John sadly taxed the pheasants, Maid Marian was salty. She wanted Robin Hood's horse. One morning, Maid Marian ventured into the Legoland, looking for Robin Hood. She said to him, "John Sheriff has become amazingly rich by taxing the pheasants. He has taken their crab and flying fox. Tuesday, he will ride through the forest on a platypus to protect a wagon load of stolen goods, crazily to make him return them to the poor." Robin Hood yelled, "You are as peachy as you are smelly. I will follow your plan." In this way, Maid Marian helped Robin and his men return to the hard poor, which was hoarsely taken from them. When King Richard later returned from the wars, he ran peace. Because Robin Hood was no longer an outlaw, he and Maid Marian weirdly were married. They served hard-boiled eggs at the obnoxiously wedding feast, and all had a merry time.
I like it. That's a good one. He rode on a platypus. Okay, probably can't go very fast on a platypus. That was a good one. Anybody else want to share theirs? Tyler, come on. I know you want to.
I'm still writing my stuff
Okay,
down.
you can keep writing. Okay, I'll give you time. How about you, Reagan?
I'm still writing.
You're still writing. Okay, I'll give you guys some time. Alex, you're probably still writing too, huh? Okay, it's probably hard in the car. That was pretty good, Abby. I wouldn't have thought of platypus. That's a pretty good one. And they served hard-boiled eggs at the wedding. Oh boy. So while you guys are writing, we're not actually going to do a practice page today. You're just going to do all 4 pages for your homework. It's the last little bit. And they're all stuff you already know, so. And then you will have completed this book. You are done with level 3.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go for it.
Maid Marian, who was very ugly, had lived in a house under the protection of King Richard. He had left the country to foray
in battle. When the king was away, John, his horrible brother, was I forgot how you pronounce it.
The action verb?
Yeah, it was I had it up on my Google, and it was a really weird word, and I didn't know how you pronounced it, but it was like I forgot.
Bonjour.
No, it was
You looked it up on Google?
yeah. It was.
Well, you could just make up a past tense verb.
Okay.
She wants to find it.
I'm back. Well, action verb. Let's go.
Past tense action verb, like swam or ran or
Swam. The land.
Okay.
Because John is actively taxed the peasants. Maid Marian was I'm trying to read it and remember what my words were. Maid Marian.
Oh, I thought you didn't write it in here. You're trying to just. Okay. How about I read it, and then when I pause,
Disneyland next week?
You can fill in the word.
All of a sudden I'm walking around, I'm like, you told me.
Whoa, it got really loud in your background.
Oh, yeah, that was my dad.
So, what is your adjective here? Maid
Marian was nicknamed.
Oh, okay. She wanted Robin Hood's, and then a noun.
She wanted Robin Hood battle.
Okay, so you're on the right spot on your list now? I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, one.
Oh.
This is the time period.
Oh, okay. One evening,
Maid Marian ventured into the
into the school,
looking for Robin Hood. She said to him, "John's sheriff has become happily rich by taxing the peasants. He has taken their
election
and
president.
Tuesday he will ride through the forest on a
Dutch.
to protect a wagon load of stolen goods." And then an ly here.
Surprisingly,
make him return them to the poor. Robin Hood
proclaimed,
"You are as
fat,
as you are
little."
Oh my gosh. I will follow your plan. In this way, Maid Marian helped Robin and his men return to the
shoe salesman
poor that was
struggling
taken from them. When King Richard later returned from the wars, he past tense verb
against
peace, because Robin Hood was no longer an outlaw. He and Maid Marian's ly unfortunately were married. They served food.
They served burgers
at the
Burger King
wedding feast, and all had a merry time. Good job. That was a good one. All right, well, we got time for one more. Does anybody else want to read theirs? Okay, Tyler, go for it.
Mine is so bad. All right.
Good.
Maid Marian, who was very weird, lived in a mall under the protection of King Richard. He had left the country to run in battle. While the king was away, John, his energetic brother, rode the land. Because John usually taxed the peasants, Maid Marian was green. She wanted Robin Hood's wall. One evening, Maid Marian ventured into the airport looking for Robin Hood. She said to him, "John's sheriff has become normally rich by taxing the peasants. He has taken their ice and triangle. Tuesday he will ride through the forest on a otter to protect a wagon load of stolen goods. Enormously, make him return them to the poor. Robin Hood ranted, "You are as big as you are round. I will follow your plan." In this way, Maid Marian helped Robin and his men return to the medium poor what was effortlessly taken from them. When King Richard later returned from the wars, he hid peace. Because Robin Hood was no longer an outlaw, he and Maid Marian regularly were married. They served cheeseburger at the square wedding feast, and all had a merry time.
I like it. The square wedding. Perfect. All right, you guys. That's just for fun. And I see Ryan, and Ramsey came in. You guys, we were just doing a little activity here. You can do this later. But your homework this week is going to be day 1, 2, and 3, and 4 for this week in grammar. Okay. This is the last lesson. This is the last week of grammar. So once we finish this book, we're going to only focus on the binder. So kind of nice. We'll be done with all that. All right, you guys, good job. That was fun. Go ahead and get out your binders next. You wrote about your historical person, and does anybody, I have time for maybe 2 people to share their paper about the historical person that you wrote about. I see 2 hands, and that works. You want to read yours, Alex, too? I see 3 hands. Okay, so we have time for 2 today. And I'm thinking, Alex, since you're in the car, maybe you could read yours at the end of class. We could, when you get home.
Yeah.
That might be a little easier. Okay, so I'll have Abby go and then Reagan. Good job, you guys. So Abby, do you need me to pull it up for you, or do you have, okay, let me get it really quick. And then, let me see here. Reagan, if you can pull yours up, great. If you need me to do it though, let me know. Let me find it real quick here. Oops. Oh, hold on. Oh, here we go. It looks like you guys all had a chance to turn it in, so that's good. So let me share Abby's here.
I redid my
You're breaking up really bad,
I
Alex.
redid it.
Yeah, I kind of heard part of that, but you redid it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I redid it.
Oh, okay. When you get home,
Yeah,
you
just
can
so
read
you
yours.
can.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So you can like regrade it or whatever.
Okay, got it. Okay. There you go, Abby, whenever you're ready.
The amazing Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth had a great early life because he would grow up doing what he did as a child. Despite being born in Baltimore, Maryland, 1895, Babe Ruth was amazingly also spoke German. He caused a bit of trouble around the neighborhood, which made his parents want to send him away, so they did. At age 7, he arrived at his school where he learned to play baseball. Babe Ruth learned how to be a great pitcher, hitter, and fielder. He played on a minor team, and it was there he got the nickname Babe Ruth. It was a great thing that he grew up playing baseball. Babe Ruth had a lot of great nicknames and records when he retired. His most famous nicknames were the Great Bambino, the Sultan of Swat, the Colossus of Clout, the Titan of Terror, and the King of Crash, because all of these nicknames are basically saying that he's great at baseball. Amazingly, Babe broke and set 56 records, including batting average of .342, 2,213 RBIs, runs batted in, a slugging percentage of .690, an OPS, on base percentage plus slugging percentage, of 1.164, 2,174 runs scored, 5,793 bases, and 2,062 walks, which are only a few of them. He was in the top 10 MLB statistics and was in the Cooperstown, New York Hall of Fame. Despite the odds, with one swat, Babe Ruth could easily clear the bases. He helped everyone swing more freely. Babe Ruth was a great baseball player. Babe Ruth later became an amazing Red Sox player. Despite how great of a player he was, the Red Sox sold him to the Yankees for money when he had played for them for 6 years. Babe stayed with the Yankees for 14 years, which the Yankees happily appreciated because he was such a good player. He played his last season with the Boston Braves and then retired in 1936. He set over 56 records, with the most famous one being that he hit 714 home runs in his career. Ruth also helped win over 8 World Series games.
What?
Ruth died of cancer on August 16, 1948, when he was 53 years old. Babe Ruth was amazing.
Nice. Excellent job. Wow, that is good.
I accidentally put 56 records again because I did the middle paragraph.
Oh, yeah?
I did the last paragraph and I did not fix that. So that's bad.
So are we clapping soon?
That's okay. That was really good. I really like that. I'm looking for my emojis. I don't even see them on my screen right now. But anyway, yes, I'm going to do it in camera. There you go, Tyler. Good job, Abby. That was really good. I did not know that all those statistics. Wow. He really is a legend.
They add, there's I don't know if you can hear me, but there was a curse on the Red Sox, they would say, because ever since they gave Babe Ruth away, it was like a long curse because they never won a World Series ever since they gave him away. I forgot what the curse was. I forgot what the curse was called.
It was called the Curse of the Bambino.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember?
Yeah.
Wow.
On the Red Sox because they traded him, and then ever since then the Red Sox went in a really bad slump.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't win like another World Series game until like 2004 or something.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow. But now they're back in, right? They're doing better
Yeah,
these days.
but the Red Sox still suck.
Oh, Tyler's
but
like, no.
but they're all right. They don't suck. They're doing better. But I think the last time they won was like 2018, maybe 2019. Let me look it
Oh,
up.
okay. So, Reagan, do you have yours or do you want me to pull up yours?
Nope, I got mine.
Okay. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Mine is called Best President. On February 6, 1911, Ronald Reagan was born. His father, Jack Edwin Reagan, who was a struggling shoe salesman, nicknamed Ronald his little fat Dutchman, but it was just shortened to Dutch. Unfortunately, Jack battled alcoholism, which made it hard to keep a job. Because he lost jobs quickly, they had to move constantly. In 1920, they finally settled in Dixon, Illinois. Reagan recalled it was the happiest period of his life. He was very active in his new life and home. In the fall of 1932, Reagan entered broadcasting. He soon gained popularity at baseball games and clubs. He advanced to teletype broadcasting. In 1950, Ronald Reagan supported actress Helen Graham Douglas because they were friends in the U.S. election against Richard Nixon, who would be the future president. He was inspired to begin political involvement himself. Soon he left Hollywood to become a politician. When Nixon ran for president against John F. Kennedy, Reagan surprisingly proclaimed over 200 speeches for Nixon. By 1966, Ronald Reagan declared that he was running for governor of California. He began speaking to his constituents regarding his election. Thus, he was given the name the Great Communicator. In January 1981, Ronald Reagan was elected and took office. Reagan remained in office until January 1987. He returned to California and opened up a presidential library. On November 5, 1994, at age 38, Ronald Reagan discovered his Alzheimer's disease. From there, he moved to the wildly buzzing city of Los Angeles. On June 5th, 2004, at age 93, he died. It was the nation's longest-lived president. In the year 2006, General Ford surpassed him. Gerald Ford Sorry.
That's
Surpassed
okay.
him and was given the title instead. Nancy Reagan, who was Ronald Reagan's second wife, died in 2016 at the age of 94 because her heart had failed. She was buried alongside him. From when Ronald Reagan was born to when he left office, he is by far the greatest president to live. Anyone else named after him is also the best too. Reagan Kidder.
Nice. Good job, Reagan. Are you seriously named after him?
No,
Oh, I was wondering.
I just have the same name.
She was not named after him.
No.
Oh. But it's cool. It's spelled the same and everything.
Yeah.
There you go. You're getting all the reactions. Somebody was able to do a reaction where it like exploded. Oh, you can speed them
That
up.
just happens when a ton of people do the same reaction.
Oh.
I think that just happens every single. It's like, see, that's just when a lot of people press it. Like if I were to just put like
Oh,
the laughing emoji right now and everybody kept doing it, it would also come up. Or if you do it multiple times, see,
multiple times. Like if you click it multiple times.
or like if like multiple people do it, see, now
Oh.
it's how.
I see. Good job, Reagan. I liked your paper. I thought you did a great job. And it was interesting, the stuff that you included in there. And I do think he was one of the greatest presidents, for sure. And
Oh,
I remember.
politics is entering the chat.
I know, I
Politics in
know.
the chat.
Uh-oh.
Politics in the chat.
Easy,
You
guys.
said one of the greatest, not the greatest.
Well,
That was a smart move. That was a smart move. That was a smart move. One of the greatest. That was
I'm just gonna leave that there, all right?
We can go into politics.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm picking up where you're laying down.
You're not sure you're picking up what I'm laying down. Yeah, we're just going to leave that because it is politics. Because politics is very controversial. So
Yeah.
there's a lot going on right now. What can I say? Anyway, you're going to get out actually, what we're going to do is skip a couple lessons in your binder, and you're welcome for that. We
Yeah,
are
I
going to
can
go
actually
skip
read
to
my story
week
right now.
19 because we're going to do week 19 next. The reason is because we are winding up the year, and those other weeks are not as good as this one, in my opinion. And this one is a good practice. So we're going to practice writing a letter. So go skip a couple weeks, go to week 19, get out week 19, which is 3 pages. And you also need 2 pieces of lined paper. So get out 2 pieces of lined paper. We're going to take some notes today. I'm looking at your chat. You guys are funny. So week 19, writing a letter, 2 pieces of lined paper. And just hoping Kristen, Dominic, Ryan, and Ramsey, you guys are with me. Give me a thumbs up or something in the chat. I saw Ryan and Ramsey put a skeleton in there, but just want to make sure you guys, okay, I see your thumbs up. Good. Thank you. It's hard because I can't see you. I don't know if Kristen's there. Anyway, I'm recording it all just in case. 2 pieces of lined paper and week 19. Okay. Writing a letter. You guys have probably done this before, but maybe it's been a little while. There's a way we can write a letter that has some great details in it and is interesting to read. And you're going to actually decide who you're going to write to. So you can be thinking about that. So first, we're going to take some notes here. Go ahead and put your name and date up here. Today is 4/21. Skip a line. We're going to put writing a letter. And then we're going to put inventive. Writing underneath that. And I'm going to talk to you for a minute about inventive writing because you guys have done research, so you know how to do research writing. Summarizing multiple references, that's what you've been working on a lot with different websites or articles or things that you're gathering information, and we do the fused outline and all that stuff. This is completely different. Inventive has invent in it. And I want you to think of inventory. And those of you who like Minecraft, you'll know inventory because that's where you check to see what stuff you have. Like you're collecting things. You have to have certain things in order to build something. You have to
Do
have
you play
tools.
Minecraft, Mrs. C?
Say that again.
Do you play Minecraft?
I have played Minecraft before. I'm not like, I don't play it all the time, but I have played it before. And I also have heard from a lot of my students about Minecraft and the inventory there. So it's also like at a store like Walmart, the guys and girls that work there, some of them have the job of stocking shelves and they have to check the inventory of the shelves. They have to see, are they missing anything? Like, let's say bags of Ruffles potato chips. Maybe it's like Super Bowl weekend and everybody's buying chips. Well, they have to count, see how many they have left in order to order more so their shelves are full. Yes, Tyler.
So like they literally have to pull out what they do is they like pull out everything and they count one by one to see the total of that. And that's just the front. They also have to do the back. So it takes like hours.
That's like their
I mean,
whole
you could be
job,
going
huh?
from like 4 a.m. to like 6 p.m. or something.
Yeah, it's a lot. You're right. They're constantly counting to see how much they have left and they're ordering, because when you go to the store, ideally they want all the shelves to be full. So it looks like there's a lot of food, right? So anyway, inventory. So basically for writing, this information is coming from your own head, your own inventory in your own head. We're not doing any research for this. This is coming from your head and from your experiences and from people and things that you've done and things you've watched or read. All of that is coming from your own mind. And so the first thing, I'm going to have you skip a line over here and we're going to write types of letters. There's lots of reasons to write a letter. So it could be like an invitation to a party. That's a type of letter. I mean, you would have more to it than just the invitation, but that's a reason to write someone. It could be writing to maybe your grandma or somebody in your family, and you're giving them an update on your life, like how life is going, like what have you been doing, and what are you working on, or something like that, giving an update to someone. Is there other reasons you guys can think of why you would write a letter? What types of letters there are out there? Yes, Reagan?
One reason you could write a letter is like praise, like to your mom. Thank you for being such a great mom. Or like to a different person. Like thank you letter, basically.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I like
Get
that.
well card.
Did you say get well? Okay, get well. I saw Tyler's hand. What else, Tyler?
Dominic put a tax letter.
A tax
and then
letter?
I was gonna say like a kind of like a a business offer or something like that.
Business? Okay.
Bills.
Not really bills. You don't really write letters about bills, but Abby, did you have another one?
I was gonna say business.
Business, or maybe a congratulations.
Or like the bank's telling you your card's gonna get declined or something.
Reagan, go ahead and mute. Okay. And Alex, say that one more time.
Maybe about like the bank telling you like your bill's gonna get declined. I mean, card's gonna get declined or something.
Oh, okay, maybe to the bank, I guess. Yeah, if you're like in trouble and you're like, please have grace on me, please. And it could be maybe you write to a business, maybe you ordered something and the product came and it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. So it might be a complaint, complaint letter. Like you order something and it breaks right away or something, or it's broken in the box. Tyler?
Tolls. So like, the toll letters that you get.
Toll letters?
Yeah. I guess they're more under like bills, so that wouldn't really work for
Oh,
what we're doing.
yeah, maybe. It could be seasons greetings. Oops. Seasons greetings. Maybe it's you know, Christmas time or something like that. Okay, this is basically a pretty good list. Oh, Ryan or Ramsey, you guys have something more?
You can maybe write a letter to your sports coach.
Okay, so you're talking about who. That's a good one. Let's skip a line and put who would you write to? So who would you write to? Question mark. So you said coach,
Yeah. Your sports coach.
sports coach. I'll put sports.
Like your soccer coach, your baseball coach.
Okay. Who
Well,
else could you write a letter to? Go ahead, Abby.
Your friend who lives far away.
Yep, friend. Could be a pen pal. You guys know about pen pals? Pen pal is like somebody who's on the other side in another country, maybe, and you write back and forth, have a conversation through mail.
I had a pen pal. That's probably who I'm going to be writing to in this if I can.
Oh, perfect. Could be a family member, like especially like a grandma or grandparent. They love to get to receive letters, you know. And by the way, these days we use other ways of communicating like texting and email. Those are faster, but we're talking about an actual physical letter. So, Tyler, did you think of somebody else?
Oh no, I was just gonna add on. So I had one like a few years ago. It was like a school assignment that we had to complete, and
Yeah.
so like there was this one letter we had to write to. We didn't even know who it was. We were just writing, and they were gonna send it like halfway across the world or something.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I get this letter back, and it's really. I mean, it was a little bit hard to read, and he's talking about PUBG, and I'm like, what?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Totally not what I was. Okay.
You could write to a military person thanking them for their service, you know, somebody in the Army or Navy or Marines. You could write to a pastor. Maybe you heard a sermon and you're like, wow, that sermon was really impactful. You could even, I'm going to go a little faster here, but you could even write to the newspaper. Sometimes, like, I'm going to put editor. Oops. You can write a letter to the editor sometimes, and they will actually publish it in the newspaper. That's kind of fun. If you have something that you want to say about something, you could even write to the president. All right, then there's more.
Okay, I
right?
think that's a little too far.
Well, I know the president probably wouldn't answer personally, but actually they do have people that respond to letters. So, I mean, I don't know. If it's really good, who knows? He might actually respond. Who knows? I'm just saying. All right, go ahead and turn your paper over to the back side. Oh, by the way, before you turn it, I want you guys to decide who you want to write to this week, just for the sake of practicing today. If you change your mind later, that's okay. But think of somebody in this possible list here, somebody you would want to write to, because you want to think about who are you going to write to. Give me a thumbs up if you have an idea who you want to write to. Okay, good. I see Ryan and Ramsey's got a thumbs up. Good. Abby, Alex. Just think about it for a minute. Like I said, Tyler and Reagan, you can change your mind later if you want to. Could be somebody in your family. It could be like somebody's mentioned, like a family member, like their mom. Maybe you want to write to your mom or your grandma or somebody, because you want to encourage them. All right, then we're going to turn this over now to the back side, and let's put some possible topics. This is where it depends on who you're writing to. For my example, I'm going to pretend like I'm going to write to my grandma, okay? And so if you're writing to a grandparent or somebody in your family, You might want to think about things like you're going to give them an update on your life. So I might write about something about life at home, something about school. These are possible topics of what I would write to my grandma. Things that are going on my farm, maybe future plans. If you're writing to your coach, you might want to put topics like thanking them, thank the coach, and maybe talking about things that you've learned from your coach, things that you're wanting to learn, maybe, or future things that you want to learn, or anything related to the sports, basically. If you're writing to your baseball coach, you might want to talk about, asking your coach what his experience or her experience is as a player, something like that. If you're writing to the president, you might say something like, maybe something that you want to see the president do, like start a new rule or a new law, or change something. If you see something and you're not happy with that, maybe you want the president to change it, or make a new holiday. Like, can we have a holiday for this? And let's put it on this day or something like that. Okay, I'm just brainstorming with you. So I want you to brainstorm and think of possible topics to the person you're thinking of. You need to have at least 3 solid topics to write because you're going to write 3 body paragraphs. And actually, you're going to write the introduction and the conclusion too. So this is going to be a big one. You're going to write 5 paragraphs, but the cool thing is it's all in your head. So it's just a matter of getting it down on paper. So you need to come up with 3. So I'm going to put 3 right here. Make sure you have 3 topics. So for me, I'll probably choose maybe life at home and farm can go together. And then school and future plans. So I'm just going to plan like, okay, I'm going to probably do my first paragraph about life at home and the farm. I'll talk about how school's going, and then maybe my future plans, maybe my summer plans, or what I'm going to do next year. All right, I got to go kind of quick here. So you might need to come back to this later. Leave yourself some space here. I also want to talk to you about salutations. So go ahead and put salutations. Skip a few lines there and put salutations. I'm going to put a Roman numeral 1 next to this because this is your introduction paragraph. This is when you're addressing someone in your letter. So there's different ways to do that. A salutation could be dear blank, comma, or to whom it may concern. That's if you're writing to a business, right? You don't know, put a comma. Sorry, right there. Forget about that line. To whom it may concern, comma. If you're writing to a business, you don't know who's going to be answering that. Or my dear grandma. Dearest mom. If you're writing to your coach, you might just do dear Mr. So-and-so or dear Mrs. So-and-so. Or hello. Hello, blank. That'll work too if it's not like.
I was gonna say, I suggest just skipping the dear part.
Yeah, that kind of gets a little weird. And then the next, you're gonna skip a line here and you're gonna write the word closing. When you close a letter, this is gonna be in paragraph 5. This is when you use sincerely, comma, blank, that's your name, sincerely your name, or sincerely yours. That's if you're writing probably to a family member. Love, if it's like to your grandma. or have a great day if you want to keep it more generic, comma blank. Okay, those are some ideas of how you can close your letter. Okay, so salutations is how you open your letter. Closing is how you close your letter. So those are Roman numerals 1 and 5. Somebody have a question?
Why is there a 5 right there instead of a 2?
Because this is the end. This is your 5th paragraph.
Oh, okay. We're writing
Yeah,
5
so
paragraphs?
you're gonna do 5 paragraphs. Yeah, this is your introduction, 1, salutations. But you're gonna have more to write in those paragraphs. That's just at the end. Okay, that's how, or this is the beginning, dear so and so, beginning. This is sincerely Alex. That's at the end, obviously. All right. Get out your next new clean piece of paper. So you should have a second line piece of paper that's clean here. And we're going to set up your keyword outline on this. So your name here, 4/21/26. And then you're going to put writing a letter. And we're going to build your outline here. Roman numeral 1 is your introduction. Now that's going to be on this page that you pulled out from your binder. So we're not going to actually leave a space here for your introduction because you have it on page 176. So we're going to use that for your introduction. I'm just going to write the word introduction so you know that's where you're going to start. Okay, but we're going to focus on the body paragraphs first. Okay, and then put in parentheses here. This is where you're also going to put the salutations. Salutation. All right, skip a line. We're going to do Roman numeral 2. By the way, we're only going to do 4. I'm going to make this kind of short since you're doing all the paragraphs. It's not too long. And clincher. Roman numeral 3, 1 through 4. Clincher. Roman numeral 4, 1 through 4. We're just getting this all set up for this week. Clincher. And 5 is conclusion. That's closing. I know I'm going kind of fast. I'll give you guys a chance to catch up here. By the way, I'm going to put the page numbers of this other outline for you to use from your binder. So the introduction is on page 176. I'm just going to put it in the margin here. Page 176 for the introduction. For the conclusion, that's on page 175. So this is how I recommend you guys doing it. These are the body paragraphs. These are the paragraphs you're going to be focusing on first. Okay. So what I would do is put a little bracket here like this. And I'm going to have a note here that says do first. You're going to do the body paragraphs first. 2, 3, and 4. This is the biggest part of your paper in the middle. And like I said, I'm going to write about, this is mine, so you don't want to copy mine, but I'm going to do like life, home, farm. And then I'm going to talk about school. And then I'm going to do something else here. And then I'm going to talk about future plans, comma, blank. Okay. To put in your topics, your possible topics that you want to do for your letter. If you're writing to your coach, you might make that paragraph about thanking them. You can think about all the things you're thanking him for, the time that he takes to teach you, the skills that he shares with you, the equipment that maybe he buys for you, or the fact that he's encouraging you and he motivates you and he cheers you on and things like that. These are things you can write in this first paragraph if you're writing to your coach. I know I went kind of fast here. But you're going to do your body paragraphs first. Okay? The things from your possible topics, hopefully you had a chance to pick who you're writing to. I picked family, grandparent, that's what I picked, okay? So then I chose my topics here. Focus on this first, and then you guys are going to do your template from your binder. This is page 175 about the conclusion. You guys know about this already. So you're going to restate those same topics. For me, I would say my topic A goes with, let me move this over. There we go. Topic A goes with my first body paragraph, life, home, farm. So I would put that here for topic A. Topic B is school, blank, blank. I haven't decided yet. Topic C is about my future plans. And then I'm going to talk about most significant and why. And then at the very end, you're going to say sincerely and your name, or one of these closings at the very end of the conclusion here. And then the very last paragraph you write is actually the introduction, even though it goes first in your paper, in your letter. The introduction is here, same topics, give a little background. Like if you're writing to your coach, you would say, I remember when I first started playing baseball, I was 7 years old, something like that. And a background like, I heard that you were a good coach and I'm happy to learn under you, or something like that. Okay, those are ideas. All right, you guys, I'm sorry we had to do that super fast, but can everybody tell me who you're writing to? Abby, who did you pick to write to?
My old pen pal Rad. He
Perfect.
lives in
Okay.
Colorado.
Perfect. Reagan, who are you writing to?
My mom.
I love it. Alex, who are you writing to?
My friend Ethan, who lives in Virginia.
Okay, good. Tyler, how about you?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay, keep thinking about it. And
There's so many
Dominic,
people I could write to.
you can put it in the chat, Dominic, if you're unable to unmute, but let me know who you're writing to also. You could write to Amazon if you got something that wasn't what you thought it was, and explain that. Okay, Dominic's not sure yet. Okay, Tyler.
The light bulb lit as soon as you said Amazon. I'm gonna write to Walmart and ask them to get rid of their paper bags.
Oh, good one. Yes. Oh my gosh. I think it's a California thing. You might want to write to the governor to say,
Yeah,
hey,
it's a California thing. The plastic bags are way better.
oh,
Yeah.
plastic bags are way better. Yeah, you can write to the governor.
Plastic bags are way better, but they waste plastic.
Yeah,
And if
not
people
if you
just
reuse
like
it.
throw them
Yeah.
away, then it's bad.
It depends. Well, we reuse them.
The paper bags are so annoying because then you just grab them and they just rip
They
up.
rip. I know. They totally rip. And you can't carry it in one hand. You have to carry it like with both hands. It's like,
Yeah, you have to hold it from the bottom instead.
exactly.
Yeah, my mom saw this thing where it was like, this guy's like, yeah, it's so cold in Alaska, and this guy in California is wearing shorts, and the dude in Alaska says, yeah, now we can't take bags into stores, and he's like, well, we have paper bags down here, and as soon as he said that, his bag of groceries ripped, and they're going down the road.
Oh my gosh. That's
And
bad.
it's a downhill road, so they were just rolling.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst. That's really